Hey everybody, welcome back to Hot Rod's Recipes. I'm Rodney. Today I'm going to share with you a recipe for one of my favorite casserole dishes, a turkey cheddar rice bake. Super easy to make, ready in as little as 30 minutes. So if you're looking for the ultimate comfort food recipe, look no further. Let's get cooking. Okay, so the first step is to melt some butter in our saucepan here. We're going to make a little roux here. Okay, so it's burning a little bit here. I'm going to turn down my hot plate. Now we're going to add flour. Give this a quick stir so it doesn't stick. And I'm also going to add some chicken flavored better than bouillon. If you don't have any, you can also use chicken bouillon cubes. Flip this over here. You want to make sure it doesn't burn, so you're going to want to continue whisking this here till all the butter is melted. Okay, now I'm going to slowly add milk. Let's give this a good whisk here to try to dissolve the flour. Let's add the rest of the milk. You never want to stop whisking here. Crank up the heat just a bit. And add the rest of the milk. So we're going to let this come to a boil. Okay, so now that it's boiling, we want to remove it from the heat. And now with it off the heat, you can see how it's nice and thick. It's like a gravy or a roux that you would use to make mac and cheese. So now we are going to add turkey. So this is leftover smoked turkey. I smoked a turkey a few days ago and obviously had a bunch of leftovers, so I'm gonna add the turkey. And then at this point you can add something like mushrooms. I don't care for mushrooms very much, but I'm gonna add some frozen corn. And then I'm going to add some green chilies because I think that is a great combination. Now let's toss this so that everything's covered in the roux we just made. And then we're going to move on. It's already smelling good and it's not even done yet. Almost like a chicken pot pie. Now that we got the mixture ready, it's time to load up our baking dish with cooked rice. In this case, I'm using about 4 cups of Texmati rice, which is like basmati. It's a long grain rice, but from what I understand, grown in Texas. So, you know, if you have a hard time finding Texmati rice, don't sweat. Use any kind of long grain white rice. You can even use some brown rice, whatever you want to do. So So let's get this as a bottom layer pressed into the baking dish. Okay, looks good. Now I'm going to spoon the turkey mixture evenly over the top. Doesn't that look good so far? And one more here. Now I want to try to cover the rice completely before we add the cheddar cheese. Now, just like other recipes, you know, you have some flexibility here. If you don't have cheddar, prefer to use a different brand, you know, knock yourself out. I'm using a medium cheddar cheese, shredded. I'm going to use about a cup or a little bit more to cover as much of the turkey mixture as I can here without making a total mess. I always tend to use more cheese than my recipe cards call for. So, you know what it's like. There we go. So now we have, that looks good. Happy with that. So now we stick it in the oven. I've already preheated mine to 350 and we're going to let it go for about 30 minutes or until it's golden bubbly. All right. It's been about 30 minutes. Time to get this out of the oven and see what it looks like. Here we go. I'm trying not to burn myself because it's hot. Very hot, as you can imagine. And there you go. Doesn't that look great? Before I dig into this, I have a favor to ask. If you enjoyed watching this video, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the like button as well as the subscribe button, or even leave me a comment. Now let's dig into this. I know it's really hot. Let me just grab a little corner here. And let me get my plate so I can dish it up without making a mess. So there you go. Let's get a little bit more. And some more. Let's see if I can get a close-up of this. Show you what it looks like. Not too bad, huh? I'm going to have to let it sit for a while here because it's just way too hot to eat. Anyways, thanks again for watching this video.